Welcome back to Politics Tonight. Now let's get speaking with our guest of the day. I'm joined by the Commissioner for Information in Enugu State, Aka Eze Aka, for discussion on Governor Peter Mbah's 6-month stewardship. Thank you so much for joining us, Honorable Commissioner.
Good evening and welcome. I'm grateful to be here. Thank you.
Right. So I would like us to start this conversation with you taking us through the past 6 months since Governor Peter Mbah assumed office as governor of Enugu State. How will you describe the journey so far?
The journey has been wonderful. The experience has been enduring, and it has been very, very encouraging, full of achievements. And that's what I've described it because His Excellency Dr. Peter Mbah knew exactly what he was going to do, captured all of them in a manifesto, and began to implement it on the first day that he was inaugurated as governor of Enugu State. So it has been a great one, a great experience, moving at a supersonic speed, and the Enugu State has been better for it.
But to what extent will you say the administration has been delivering on its campaign promises?
I would say that the administration has delivered very wholesomely in its campaign promises. Let me take, for instance, the one in Enugu, there's a mantra now we call 180 days. Even the street hawker will know that 180 days is something very important to Enugu people. What is 180 days? It is a promise made by His Excellency during the campaigns when he moved from ward to ward, the whole 260 wards in Enugu State. His Excellency moved and said, I will give you water. He did not stop there. He said, I will give you water in 180 days. That is, if you calculate it very well, it will amount to 6 months. Now, this has been repeatedly said by His Excellency during campaigns. Each ward, each locality he visited, he will repeat it. And people began to doubt, is this man correct in what he's saying? Can he make it? Enugu State has suffered scarcity of water for more than 20 years. And somebody is coming up to say, I will give you water in 180 days. So it was unbelievable to a lot of people. But then, on the first day of his administration, the man began to work. Peter Mbah knew his onions and was ready to deliver. Today, we have few hours to 180 days. Enugu people are rejoicing that water is now in Enugu. Would I stop there or do I continue? I'll tell you that it has been a smooth sail, and the water now that is now part of Enugu now, everybody can get water. In fact, what problem we are facing now is that pipes are busting. Why? Because of the pressure of water and the spoiled nature of the pipes and pumps and valves. It has been more than 20 years, so it had gone old, it had gone decrepit, and it is no longer working. So when you pump water, water will now burst it. Imagine, we have 120 million liters produced in Enugu. And not only what we had before was 20,000, but today we have 120 million liters of water. And he is not stopping there because he will move on to produce his target is to produce about 200 million liters of water, which can comfortably supply water to almost all parts of Southeast Nigeria. So the feat was something else. So the people are happy about it because today, so many persons who had taps would open it and they'll find water. For those who don't have taps, the reticulation is going on. The Water Corporation and Erwasa people are also working hard to see that it gets to homes. And there are homes that already have water. Schools, hospitals, they have water now. And it's a thing of joy for the people of Enugu State. His Excellency also promised 10,000 kilometer roads. It has started. Enugu began with saying that no potholes, zero tolerance to potholes. Today, if you come to Enugu City, there is, if you have anywhere that we have potholes now, that means that we don't know about them. And we ask the people to report to us that potholes should no longer be tolerated. Now, some roads that we have started building some roads. There's one here awarded from Owo, don't know whether how far you know in the state, but a dual carriageway which is crossed between Owo, Obaho, Amankanu, Neke, and Ikem. And it's a dual carriageway. The contractors have been there. If you come to Enugu City, so many roads are being tackled today. In education is a wonderful aspect of his efforts because he is introducing a novel and classical way of absorbing education. We call it smart school, green school, if you like, because these children that we are capturing young as early as 3 years, some of them will be introduced to ICTs, skilled internet facilities that will be there. It's a green school because there will be no generator there. These are working on solar and so on. These schools will be built in 260 wards. It has never happened. The teachers are right now going through training, and the training is so that we have experts from all over the world teaching them. Virtual teaching, telling them what they are going to do, so that after that, they will now get to teach the children, and these teachers will transfer this knowledge even to other teachers, so that other schools around will begin to benefit. That's a lofty one. If I move, and I told you the schools will be in 260 wards of this. Each ward will get, one has already been completed as an example, and it has also, the teachers are about to get into class. There will be a cutoff for entering into the school. We're not
Honorable Commissioner, are you there? Mr. Isaac, are you there? Can you hear me?
You will be getting their lessons from internet and so on and so forth. If you allow me, I'll go to transportation.
Right, before you go to transportation, I need to be very clear on this water issue. I mean, we all know that water scarcity in Enugu State has been a perennial problem and a decade-long challenge.
Hello?
Mr. Isaac,
am I there with you?
Can you hear me? Yes, I said before you go to transportation, what the governor is doing in that sector. Let's go back to the issue of water. I mean, we know that water scarcity in Enugu State has been a perennial problem and a decade-long challenge. Are you saying that is no longer the issue? Now, I'm asking this question because, I mean, report says that Enugu State has been suffering from water scarcity because as a result of soil texture and topography problem. Are you saying that is no longer the issue?
I am confirming with confidence. I am confirming with confidence that there is water now in Enugu. I am confirming with confidence that what you call soil texture have been overcome. I'm also confirming with confidence that what we call topography has been overcome. We have what we call 247/9 mile water production. It means that water will be in Enugu for 24 hours in a day, 7 days in a week. And this will run for the next 365 days, the next 2 years, 3 years, and so on and so forth. The plan is that Enugu will continually have water for the next 20, 30, 40, 50 years. The things planted there, I think you need to come and see because, excuse me, it's something that you can go through excursion. It's part of excursion because there are many pumps scattered all over the place. I was there yesterday and they are putting finishing touches because we have a celebration coming up on Saturday, 25th. And I invite you to be part of the celebration because His Excellency will commission the place and go to different places and commission some of the things he had done because water is now flowing in schools, some schools, in some hospitals, and some government establishments. By Friday this week, all government water tankers will cease to operate because water is now available in most of government establishments and also in different homes. What we are suffering today, as I said earlier, is burst pipes because this pipe has stayed for over 20 years, as I said, and there is need to excavate and replace them. Sometimes we may not even know where these pipes are, except if if the water bursts, there's a burst pipe, and then people will begin to report to us that there's a burst pipe. We quickly go there and replace it. These are feats that His Excellency had achieved. Water has been a perennial problem in Enugu State. So perennial that people go about with jerry cans, buckets, and so on. And sometimes they drink water from the zinc and so on. So it becomes a troubling thing. His Excellency, Dr. Peter Mbah, vowed it will not take place in his time, and it has started happening. There is one other innovation that entered into it, because his government is a government of disruptive innovation, as he calls it, and we have accepted it as something because it is showing. There is what we call water gallery. And this water gallery, because as you may know, not every place would have pipes running into their homes. There are places where new estates. So what we are saying is nobody in Enugu State will have to walk more than 5 minutes, a 5-minute walk to get water. So about 96 galleries have been built in Enugu with pumps, taps that can give water. Now, these taps, they are scattered all over the place. But that does not negate the fact that the water will be flowing into homes and places like that. I visited somebody in a hotel the other day, and the manager was telling me that they were going to get water tankers. I said, it's not necessary because water is here with you. He doubted me. And this doubt has persisted because of what we call a trust deficit in Nigeria today, because they don't believe politicians, but things are coming back. So I now told the hotel manager, please, there is water. He called the water corporation people, and they quickly came and told him that just pay a token and we connect you, and there is water. Water that had cost 3,500 had reduced to 350 naira today. And you can see the difference. So our people are happy, and they are waiting for Saturday to celebrate this man and celebrate the water we have.
All right, then. So